In this segment, we're going to go over how to set up your lab journal for honors chemistry. So if we take a look at our first 4 pages, we're going to, the first page in our journal will be our title page. You can be a little creative here if you want to, but basically you need to include that it's honors chemistry, the year, and your name. So it should actually be your name here. Remember that throughout the lab journal, you're only going to write on the right-hand side. You'll never write on the left-hand side, so therefore you'll never have pages written on both sides. You're always going to write on the right-hand side. Okay, so all of these are on the right-hand side of the page. You can have 2 pages for the table of contents, and then your 4th page will be the first page of your experiments. So the other thing we need to do is number all the pages. So let me go back up here. We're going to number the lower right-hand corner of each page. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to continue numbering until we get to the back cover. Okay. I'll explain to you in class, but you need to have every single page numbered in ink. So that we have, there's a permanent record, so we can keep track of every single page in your lab journal. All right, so let's take a look at the what the table of contents should look like. In the table of contents, the way we want to set this up is you'll have your experiment, the experiment number, the date, the title for the experiment, and then the pages. Note that the pages don't have to be sequential. So you may have a situation where you actually start a lab before you complete the lab prior to it. Now we can move down to our first lab. You can see that we've started with a title for the lab. When we do the lab, we can go ahead and put down the date. I will assign partners to you, so you can put down the name of your partner there. Part of your pre-lab, what you'll do beforehand, is you'll come up with 2 goals for the experiment. What you hope to accomplish or learn from doing the experiment. You're going to do a design. The design is going to be 2 to 3 sentences that will describe how you plan to accomplish your goals, or in looking at the steps of the procedure that I provide for you, it explains how those steps will allow you to accomplish your goals. This is something that's going to take a little bit of getting used to writing this, so don't worry if you don't get it right, you don't feel comfortable with it at the beginning. Then after that, we'll do our data and observations table, which we'll go over in just a moment. All right, so if we look at the handout that I either gave you in class or you can get from our agenda, we've gone over a lot of these things already. We put our name and our period and permanent mark on the front cover. Oops, sorry, I didn't do that, but we need to include that. Use ink to number all the right side pages of your journal. We took care of that. Only write on the right-hand side. Page 1 is the title page. You put your year in there. The next 2 pages are for table of contents. We took care of all of that. Top of all your pages should have the title of the lab that you did. The first page of a new lab also has your partner and the date, so take care of that. If it's not sequential, again, this is taking care of the table of contents and making sure at the bottom of the page, if it's not continued on the next page, you tell me what page that lab goes on to. And then here is a list of the different sections that each lab will have. There's the title, goals, design, and then data and observations. So this part right here is all going to be completed as part of your pre-lab. Obviously, you can't fill in your data and observations, but you can fill in create the table for that. And then your post-lab will include the results analysis, conclusion, discussion questions. Don't be shocked if some of the labs might not have some of these sections in them. But by and large, most of them will have these. So we're going to continue this on the next video.